So this is part 2 of the video. I couldn't really finish it before because I'm on a very strict time thing. So yeah, this is the Draenei and this is the Warrior. Now because I got a little bit of extra time because I'm making a part 2, didn't think I was going to do that the first time round. So I'll read some of the classes. So as the class of the warrior, they can be a roll tank or damage. They do not have a healing class. They wear heavy armor, mail, at the start, but once they hit level 40, they start wearing plates. If you're a tank, you will have a shield and a sword, a one-handed sword, of course. They deal damage with melee weapons and has 3 fighting stances with different benefits. That's kind of a lie now. There's only 2 now. They've taken one away. I guess they just haven't edited that. They have actually I can't remember them off by heart. A little bit about them. Uh, this is the paladin. They can have the role of tank, healer, and DPS, which is damage. Uh, they wear plate as well. Everything on paladin just wears plate. Uh, and warriors and death knights. They're the only classes that wear plate. They're righteous vanquishes of evil. I have no idea what that means. I'm not a big paladin player. They deal holy and melee damage, which is good for role playing, I suppose. Has a variety of defensive spells, which is I'll show you more on videos on each individual class on another video. Videos won't be long. Uses mana and holy power as resources. Uh, some classes may use, I think it's 4 things. They have runic power, which is what Death Knights use. They have more consistence of, I don't know how to explain it at the minute, but we'll move on. I'll show you on a video, it'll be more easier. You have runic power, you have mana, then you have focus, which is more for hunters and stuff. And you have Rage, which is for warriors, and I think that's it. Warriors and Druid tanks, which is bear forms. Druids are animals. But again, I'll make another video of every individual one, and I'll make sure I get most of the stuff here on other videos. Hunters, as I said, they have more of focus, I think it's called. They only have DPS ones, which is damage, as you can see right here. They start off as leather wearers, but when they hit level 40, they can upgrade their armor to mail, which is why it says leather/mail. Gains beasts of your choice as lifelong companions. Now, because of Warlords of Draenor came out, at level 100, you can actually have something that benefits your class more by not having a pet out. It kind of takes the fun to me out of having a hunter. But if you're going to go into PvP or something, then it's probably wise because your pet does sometimes get focused and you have nothing left. Sometimes it's best to have a pet because it can chase an already dead target that you can't quite reach. And they have good at leveling and soloing, which is true. Your pet is your kind of personal tank. This is kind of a recommended class when you first start the game. But again, it's just recommended. Between that and a mage, which is frost speculation, again, I'll get into that another time. Now, because Draenei's can't be rogues, I'm going to quickly switch to a human here and click it. Now, rogues, they are, again, all DPS. And all they do is wear leather throughout the whole game. They don't get a benefit of being upgraded. I think the only one to get the upgrade is the warrior, paladin, and hunter. Oh, and shamans. Okay, I apologize. Wields a weapon in each hand, but they have to be one-handed weapons. There is classes like the warrior, which is a different speculation, which they can hold two-handed weapons, which looks amazing, which is the highest DPS thing at the moment. So a lot of people are using that. Empathizes, I think that's what it says. Stealth, potions, and control. They're all about being stealthy. They're always, if they fight someone, they're going to start off invisible, and then they're going to attack from behind, and they're going to use kind of a sly way of fighting. It's a little cheap, but that's how they're built. and I'm not going to judge. They're all about when you do a basic move, they build up combo points, and you'll see it around the enemy's portrait. And I'll show you that a little bit more later on. And you can deal more damage by doing finishing moves by spending combo points. This class uses energy, as it says right there. That's not a bad class. I do have one. I did main it in Cataclysm and Warlords of Draenor for PvP purposes only, but they are pretty awesome. Then you got Priests. They're healer and DPS. They only wear cloth throughout the whole thing. And I'm not going to read everything because I got a feel I'm kind of running out of time on this. So we're going to pick Dwarfs. They're really... Oh, that sucks! Don't take my email. So give me a second here. So Dwarfs. He looks even uglier than the female. Dwarfs on Shamans here. Okay, so Shamans are healer and DPS. Again, they wear leather until meal later on. They can have a shield, but they're not a tanky class. Shields are more for the healers because of the items. They summon totems, which you can see here, and it can help them with the DPS, damage, or crowd control, which is CC for short. They can put enchantments on their weapons and stuff and use mana. Then you got the mages. Mages have 3 specs. They're all damage, cloth, frost, fire, and arcane. Frost and arcane are mostly what everyone uses. Then you got the warlocks. They're all damage. They're more of summoning minions and stuff. They wear cloth throughout the whole game. But they're casting range, and if you play them right, you can be very good and not be touched. Then you got monks. Monks is a tank healer damage class. They only wear leather throughout the game. They're kind of like the druids. They have great mobility and stuff. So, and then you got druids. Druids, again, is my favorite class. Again, they're tank healer damage. Leather throughout the game. They can actually shift into animals. Each animal is different depending on your speculation. And I'll explain that. You're probably like, well, what's speculation? I'll explain that a little bit more in another video. I apologize. They use mana, rage, and energy, depending on what animal you choose to be. And then you got the Death Knight, the hero class, which everyone seems to love. They are just tanks and DPS. 1 tank spec, 2 DPS. You can only pick one, just in case I never said that before. As it says here, you can only start this at level 55. You're a former servant of the Lich King. You were controlled, you were doing his bidding, and then you broke free. So I think that's it for now. I'm going to end the second part of this video with a question. Which one was your favorite class and race? And if you can combine any 2 together, what would it be? If I like some of your answers, I will make a video on exactly your choice and your race, and I'll customize it and see if you like it. And I will dedicate that video to you and even include your name into it and welcome you to the Zesty community. Ninja Zesty 101 and Zesty Fisher do not count on this. This is just for the Zesty community itself. This is just something fun and everything. So I'm going to end this with what normally everyone else does. This is a Hypnotic Wolf. I am the former, at the moment, the artist of the group. And it was a pleasure making this video for you, so keep it zesty, everyone. Keep it zesty.